We are All Souls Sisters, and welcome to our new chat series, SISTERZ SPEAK ON IT, where we celebrate all things, all souls, and anything that feeds our soul. Welcome, because you are a soul sister too.
One of your favorite parts of the adaptation for season 2? I mean, because let me just say this. Now, Kathy can talk about the art aspect of it. I mean, the cinematography, for me, I'm one of those people, I like how they transition. I like to see how they transition. So I mean, they just upped the quality, the production way up with this season. But were there some favorite parts that you
I still remember the meeting where I went in with some trepidation to discuss Cora.
Oh, I was waiting on Cora.
And I was terrified it was just going to look like one of the one of those little lizardy dragons from Game of Thrones. I thought, because, they knew that worked. So, and I love those things. But I was like, I don't want it to be just the same, because that's not how she looked in my head. And when they said, well, she'd be so she, as she moved, she'd be smoke, and then she'd be fire, and then she'd be sparks, and then she'd be smoke, and her form would come out of those things. And I, even now, my hair just went all up on my arm, where I was just like, wait, what? And they said, yes, she'd just be so it would be smoke, but then it would turn into fire. And I said, okay, oh my God. And so what I loved was, Cora, all the trailers had Cora in it. Because if you think about that trail of smoke and sparks.
Yeah, that was Cora.
That's Cora.
Now I have to go back and look at it again.
So everyone was saying, are we going to see Cora? Are we going to see Cora? And I was like, well, maybe you already have. I definitely remember the amazing job that people did with the sets and the costume. I mean,
yes,
they were beautiful.
Yeah.
You just
Absolutely.
have never, just to walk into a costume truck that has, 85 roughs on a broomstick, and all of these, just what they did and the effort they took, which is really hard. I mean, I was really a pain in the neck about the Elizabethan color palette, which is not exciting visually. And so, the poor costume designers were just left having to kind of work within the lines. But I think what they produced, I feel like if somebody Elizabethan saw the footage, they'd say, yeah, well, that's what it looked like. Which is that authenticity. So all the places that they got, and then, it was just the other things that I have to say, I mean, all the performances were unbelievable, but I thought Barbara Martin's performance as Elizabeth I, I thought she was one of the most remarkable and real feeling Elizabeths I've ever seen on the screen.
Yes. Especially since we've seen, her in many different productions.
Yeah.
And that was really, really, really
was not like anybody else's. And again, I felt like I know that person. That's not to say that there aren't other extraordinary ones, but I still remember seeing that and just thinking, oh man, she just nailed it.
She will arrive this night, our fearsome witch. Just let the power move through you.
It's time to choose your side.